Hi there, we're going to just spend a very quick lesson just looking about using an nth term, specifically a quadratic nth term. Or it's very similar to using a normal linear nth terms kind of sequence, but it's worth kind of covering off just to make sure that what you do is accurate, and of course that you are careful when you are doing it. So the nth term is used to find any term in a sequence. That's what it's for. And in another video and lesson you'll come across how we go about kind of identifying what a quadratic sequence is, but for this one we're just going to look at using it. All right, but essentially n, which is what the nth term is all about, represents the term number. So for example, if I want the first number, n represents 1. If I want the second number, n would be 2. If I want the third number, 3, fourth number, 4, and so on and so on and so on. So if I wanted the 80th term of a sequence, then I'd use n and I'd substitute the value of 80 in instead of it. Okay, so for example, if you want to find the 7th term, you replace n with 7. All right, so let's have a look. So if you're given an nth term, a quadratic nth term, so this is a quadratic nth term, and I know that because it says n squared plus 4n plus 6, so it's the n squared bit that tells me it's quadratic. But essentially all we're doing is substituting values into this expression. So we're going to put the number 1 into this. All right, so we're going to do 1 squared plus 4 times 1 plus 6. All right, you'll see that written down there. So 1 squared plus 4 times 1 plus 6. All right, and that's it. So that would be our first term. So just kind of summarising that, our first term would be 11. Okay. If you wanted the fourth term, I'd do exactly the same kind of process. I would put 4 into here, so it'd be 4 squared plus 4 times 4 plus 6, and that's going to give me my fourth term. And what that will do is obviously you're starting to generate potentially a sequence. Now, it's not going through the whole idea of doing the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Now, of course, you could, but we're not doing that. It's specifically, in this case, asking for just the first term and the fourth term. So I'm just going to put the numbers in there. And you can see from here, I've got the number 38 from that. All right. So relatively straightforward example because we're dealing with positives. All right. So when we're dealing with positives, it's quite easy to kind of work with and just be careful. But of course, you've got to be a little bit more careful when we're dealing with negatives. So we've got another nth term, another quadratic nth term where you've got n squared, and then we've got minus 3n. So with this one, the process should be the same. And you just got to keep your eye on the negatives and just make sure you don't make no mistakes. So we're going to do 2 lots of 1 squared and minus 3 times 1. All right, so we're writing it all out. So 2 lots of 1 squared minus 3 times 1. Simplifying all that, and you're going to get minus 1. Okay, so that's going to be my first term. And if I want to find the fifth term, same process. I'm going to do 2 lots of 5 squared minus 3 times 5. All right, so I'll see that written down. So 2 lots of 5 squared minus 3 times 5. So this is going to be 2 times 5 squared, which is 50, and take away 15. So I'm expecting it to be 35. Oh, there you go. All right, so that is using a quadratic nth term. All right, so like I said before, you would either need to work this one out, which is another video, or you may be given it, and in which case, if you are given it and you ask for a specific number in that sequence, then you would just put the value of the term that you're after, so fifth for this one here, and then substitute it into the expression that you've currently got. All right. Well, if you want to get some practice on that, please visit maths-school.co.uk. The link is at the bottom of the page. But of course, you can visit this video anytime you like. All right. Thanks for listening.